I'm cognizant. I know we're the last up, and I know all of you are itching to get out of here. So we'll try to make this as painless as possible, because this is a tough subject matter. Open data is hardly something that's enlivening. I imagine if this whole summit was to discuss open data, I think one of you would have indulged us because you were paid to be here and then left early. But I want to try to make this relevant. And then as we walk through, I don't need to introduce Kitch, obviously been up before, and Yo I'll introduce as I ask him a question. But let me frame this a little bit. In 1983, you may recall this, a tragic airplane accident that gripped globally nations. The Korean airliner 007 was shot down. Ronald Reagan was president of the United States at the time. In response to that tragedy, Ronald Reagan did something rather significant and remarkable that at the time I don't think anyone could have predicted in terms of its magnitude. He decided to sign an executive order mandating that all of the satellite data that was being collected and was in the vaults of various federal agencies from the National Oceanic Atmospheric Association and others would be made available to the public for public use. All this taxpayer subsidized data, various federal agencies, was now made available to the private sector. As a consequence, every single one of you in this room has been a beneficiary of that executive order, including today. We would not have GPS had it not been for that executive order. You wouldn't have the Weather Channel, AccuWeather, or the capacity to go on your phone and determine whether or not it's going to be 96 degrees on Friday or 102. It generated literally billions and billions of dollars of private sector economic activity and millions of jobs. Cost to the taxpayer, not one penny. So I frame the discussion on that basis. What exists in the vaults today in the state of California that could have economic value and could have the kind of resonance that that executive order did?
Yeah, there's just no question that there.
I'd like to invite you all to a reception in the back. An important part of this summit process is to meet new people that you may not have intersected with, to share ideas, and to have a chance to reflect and renew. So please join me in the back. The Half Moon Bay Brewing Company is delighted to sponsor.